I took a 30-day challenge to dive deep into Stoic philosophy and post videos about it every day. To my surprise, the whole process of making videos, writing scripts, taught me more life changing lessons than the Stoic philosophy itself. And honestly, I think it can also change the way you think about time, your insecurities, and what it takes to get what you want. Hola friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Mayank. I'm a PhD student based in Spain and I work in nano devices. But today we are not talking about science. We're talking about my experience of making Stoic shorts for 30 days. At the start of the challenge, I was hoping that this process will help me with consistency or structuring my thoughts or maybe push my creativity a bit. Those were kind of the expected learnings that I was hoping. Before we go to the unexpected learnings which were more life changing, let's dive into them one by one. So, first, I was hoping that I will develop some habit or some sort of consistency because, as they say, it takes around 21 days to develop a habit and become consistent about something. So, I thought maybe doing this will make me consistent about reading books or be consistent about life or sticking to a habit for a long period of time. And I think it helped me to do that as well. Secondly, I was hoping that it will help me structure my thoughts because this is something that I do in the science as well all the time. You have to take a thought and you have to boil it down into a nutshell. But in this case, I was also hoping something like that because you're taking a complex idea of Stoic philosophy, you're trying to convert it into your own words, into simple words, and making a shorts out of it so that people can relate to it and understand it. So I was hoping that it will help me structure a complex idea into a simple form. And in a way, it helped me. And the good part was, after this, I felt the way I write emails. It's not like it has changed drastically, but there are small things that you think about while writing emails or writing messages to anybody to make it more clear so that the person gets the message that you want them to receive. And thirdly, I was expecting that it will push my creativity a bit because after spending 10 hours as a PhD student in the day, writing a script or shooting a footage for a Stoic philosophy video, all those things, they help you push the creativity. And in a way it did. For the first week I was really worried and annoyed actually. Then slowly I started to see more situations where I can record myself which could be used as a nice footage. Things became a bit more easier. But the real gems were the learnings that came unexpectedly. I was not hoping them. That's why they were unexpected, of course. They were kind of hidden underneath. And once I was finished with the whole challenge, that's when I realized, oh, this happened. So number one learning that definitely changed the way I think about time is that a busy man has time for everything. Honestly, considering my day job as a PhD student, you're always occupied with ideas and thoughts and pressure of finishing stuff. So I thought I didn't have time to do this. And of course I live alone, so I cook my food and all those things. So I really thought that I don't have time to do any of this. But to my surprise, I could manage to do it. After the first week, of course, it was a bit challenging, but slowly, somehow I managed. If you look at the footage, on 8th of September, that was Sunday, and you look at the footage, it was shot in my room because on that day I woke up in the morning and I was so exhausted. I was like, I think I cannot do this. This is so difficult for me. But then I asked myself, okay, let's give ourselves some time to think about it if we want to quit and make the shorts for today so that we have 24 hours to think about if we want to quit or not. And as the story goes, I was managed to finish the whole thing. So the lesson here is, no matter how busy you are, there's always time. It appears out of nowhere the moment you find something that you love to do. The second unexpected learning was no one cares. Honestly, I was really scared to a point where I was really insecure, scared. I was terrified, I would say, to shoot myself outside in public places where people are roaming around or in the gym or wherever I go. I usually don't do that, and it was really hard for me. And I thought people would judge me. What would they think about me? Oh, what if it will not look good or I would look stupid on the camera and this. And no one cares about it. People are so busy in their own lives. They have their own things to do. Honestly, you don't even matter. So don't worry about what people will think. Just do the thing that you want to do because No one has time to think about you other than you. So that was kind of a life-changing experience. Now I feel more comfortable about doing things which I'm not very comfortable doing. And the third one was the biggest surprise for me. It was, if you want something, you have to ask for it. Let me explain. So when I started making shorts, I knew that I had to improve somehow, and to improve you need feedback, and to get feedback you have to ask people. It is similar to something we do in science. You do an experiment, you record the data, you ask your peers, your professors, your postdocs, basically all the people who are smarter than you, to give you some feedback so that you can improve upon it. You do the experiment again and get a step further, and you repeat the cycle until you reach your destination. So similarly, I started asking for it. So I wrote to my friends, people whom I met only once, people from all the way from Australia to US to Switzerland. I wrote to everybody. To my surprise, people wrote me these really long messages. You know, these messages where you have to press read more to read the whole thing. And these were really detailed. Oh Mike, you should put some more force on saying this word, or this footage looks good but the caption had this issue, or this. It's like, what, people are willing to help you, to just ask for it. It taught me a really important lesson. If you want something in life, you have to ask for it, because the person on the receiving end doesn't know that you want it, whether it's a job or getting a raise in your salary, or getting part of that big project, or being part of that sports team, whatever it is. You have to ask for it. Only then you can get it. Okay, now you'll ask me, in the worst case scenario, what will happen? You'll get a no. But if you don't ask, anyway you're getting a no. So there is no change there. And speaking of asking, so if I want more subscribers, I should ask you guys, right? So if you're liking these ideas, and if you want to indulge into more of these ideas, do hit that subscribe button. And since you're there, you can watch my favorite shorts, September 22nd and September 29th. See you on the next one.